My dad always said mom trapped him by getting pregnant. When he repeated it at a party, I said, "Let me make a toast." I heard that joke my entire life. At every birthday, every holiday, every single family gathering, my dad found a way to remind everyone that I was a mistake. The first time I remember hearing it, I was 5 years old at Thanksgiving dinner. My uncle asked my dad how he ended up settling down so young, and my dad laughed and said, "I didn't have a choice. Claire trapped me." Everyone at the table laughed, and my mom just kept cutting my turkey into small pieces for me like she hadn't heard it at all. Later that night, she read me 3 extra bedtime stories and told me I was the best thing that ever happened to her. When I was 8, my dad said it at my grandma's birthday and added, "Claire knew I was going places, so she locked me down before I could escape." My mom was working 2 jobs back then so dad could start his business, but she still never missed a single soccer game or school play. When I asked her what dad meant, she pulled me into her lap and said, "You are not a trap. You are my greatest gift, and I thank God for you every single day." When I was 10, my dad made the joke at my own birthday party in front of all my friends. He said loud enough for everyone to hear, "Mommy forgot to take her special vitamins," and daddy got stuck with the bill. My mom walked over and put her hands on my shoulders and said, "Mommy got very lucky and was blessed with the most amazing daughter in the world." She took me and my friends out for ice cream and made the rest of the party so fun I almost forgot what he said. When I was 11, my dad told the joke at Christmas and then looked at my mom and said, "I'm kidding, sort of, not really." His brothers all laughed. My mom excused herself to the kitchen and I followed her and found her crying over the sink. She wiped her eyes and smiled at me and said, "I'm okay, baby. I just love you so much, it makes me emotional sometimes." I hugged her and promised myself I would never let anyone make her cry again. Later, I overheard my aunts talking. One said, "Claire gave up that job in New York to raise that little girl and he still treats her like garbage." The other said, "She could have been running a company by now. Instead, she works 60 hours a week so he can play golf." A month before my grandparents' 50th anniversary, I was looking through old boxes in the attic for photos to put in a scrapbook as a gift. I found a shoebox full of letters and printed emails from before I was born between my dad and his college roommate. I almost put them back, but then I saw my mom's name. I read every single one. My dad didn't get trapped. He was the trap. He sabotaged my mom's birth control because she was going to leave him for her dream job. He ruined her life on purpose and then spent 12 years making her feel guilty for something he did. I put the letters in my backpack and waited. The anniversary party was at a fancy restaurant with over 50 people. My uncle made a toast to my grandparents and asked if anyone else wanted to say something. My dad stood up and smiled. "I just want to say that marriage isn't always easy. Some of us got into it by choice and some of us got trapped, but you make the best of it, right?" Everyone laughed except my mom, who just squeezed my hand under the table like she always did. I stood up and said I wanted to make a toast too. My dad said, "Go ahead, sweetheart." I pulled the letters out of my pocket. I found these in the attic. They're from dad to his college roommate before I was born. My dad's face went white. "Sit down right now." I started reading. "Claire is talking about moving to New York for that job offer. I can't let her go. I'll do whatever it takes to keep her." My dad lunged for the letters, but my grandfather grabbed his arm. I kept reading. I did it. I poked holes in every single one. She has no idea. My mom's head snapped up. "It worked. She's pregnant. She cried for 2 days, but she's staying. Now she's mine forever." My mom stood up slowly. "You told me I ruined your life. For 12 years, you made me feel guilty every single day." My dad was stammering. "Claire, that was a long time ago." My mom's voice was steady. "I gave up everything for you. My job, my dreams, my self-respect. And you were the one who did this to us." My grandfather told my dad to get out of his sight. My dad looked around the room, but every single person was staring at him with disgust. My mom took my hand and we walked out together with our heads held high. My parents were divorced within 6 months, and my dad's family never spoke to him again. Mom finally took that job in New York, and we moved there together.